What's up YouTube? My name's John, and today I'm making a video about one of my favorite Doom mods called Immoral Conduct. Immoral Conduct is basically a mod for using the source port called Edge for Doom. And what Edge does, if you don't know, it's just one of many source ports out there that does pretty basic stuff today, like mouse look, and you can change the resolution, and you can set up your sound options, and bind your keys, and all that good stuff. But also what it does is it uses these files called DDF files as part of its engine to allow you to change huge aspects of the game, such as how your weapons work, how certain monsters behave under certain conditions, all sorts of really cool stuff like that. And with that, this guy Corey Whittle, as you can see at the very top of the screen, made a mod called Immoral Conduct. And how Immoral Conduct works is it's a weapons and kind of monster behavioral mod that it changes pretty much every weapon in the game. So instead of using things like plasma rifles and BFGs, you're using more military weapons. Like there's a variety of different shotguns you can use, there's assault rifles, there's a variety of different pistols you can use, there's Uzis, you can get dual pistols, you can get dual Uzis. There's also grenade launchers, there's hand grenades, there's also things like you can set up sentry turrets that attack enemies for you. On that note, there's also occasionally you'll run into a level and you'll find a AI-controlled space marine that has a different weapon and will shoot enemies at for you as well. So, it's just basically, it really changes the game dramatically. And actually, this is really my preferred way to play this game nowadays. This is pretty much my favorite Doom mod ever. It's pretty much my favorite animal. Anyway, so yeah, and what's nice about this mod also is that it's not just exclusive to Doom 2. As long as it's part of Doom, like, you could run this game on Doom 1. I don't know if you could run it on shareware, but you can definitely run this game... Maybe you could run it on shareware, but you can definitely run this game on Doom 1. You can run it on Doom 2. You can run it on Final Doom. You can run it on any megawad you could possibly think of, as long as it doesn't change, like, the way the weapons work and the way the monsters work. Because that's really what this mod changes. So as long as your level does not do that, then you can run this mod on just about anything Doom-related, which is awesome. That does not include Hexen and Heretic, but anyway. That should be pretty obvious. So, instead of just me rambling about that shit, let's just get right into it. And look at that. I already have a Space Marine helping me, and he just went ahead and took care of those guys. What a badass. So yeah, I start with 30% armor. Oh, and that's another thing. This game, the damage in this game is a little bit more realistic. So, if you have no armor and you walk up to a shotgun zombie and he shoots you in the face, there's a really high chance that you're going to die. Because getting shot point blank with a shotgun is not pleasant. So you'll notice a couple things. I have 12 ammo, but you'll see in the bottom right-hand side of the screen that I have no ammo. So basically the bottom right-hand side of the screen is my ammo inventory, as I like to call it. You'll notice I have bullets, shells, grenades, and rifle rounds. But I happen to have 12 bullets in my gun. What the fuck? So, and also, before we get into that, let's just go ahead and talk about... You start out with a knife, a unsilenced pistol. You also have a silenced pistol, which is actually an entirely separate gun from the regular pistol. So you got your regular pistol, you got your silenced pistol. And they both are using 12 ammo right now. And yes, in fact, the silenced pistol is actually silenced. If you fire it at someone who is not awake, as I say, like when monsters wake up when you usually shoot a gun, like this... But if I actually used the silenced pistol, that wouldn't have happened. Yeah, let's go ahead and let him take care of all that. Look at that, isn't that awesome? He might just go out there and just kill the whole level, as far as I'm concerned. But it doesn't seem like he's doing that. He wants to come back and hang out with me. What a nice guy. Anyway, so... First of all... There's also... Not only do I have a regular fire, but I have alternate fires for most of my weapons. So here's the alternate fire for this. Actually, I can't do it yet because of a weird way this game works. You actually need bullets in your inventory, to use alternate fires for some reason. But here's the alternate fire for this. Shoots faster, although it's not as accurate. You also notice I just reloaded my gun, right? I can do that whenever I want. Which I think is pretty awesome. So it's much more of like a realistic shooter, or at least it tries to add elements from realistic shooters and puts it into Doom. So, let's just go ahead and let this guy follow us in here. Have at it. Well done, sir. Alright. And here we go, collecting all that stuff. And now we have dual pistols, which we have to load ammo into, actually. So I just picked up another pistol, and now I actually have 2 pistols, which is pretty awesome. And actually, I would argue that this is the best bullet-based weapon in the game. Where is my helper, dude? Come on, where are you? There you are. Get your ass out here. I need your help. Now, it does reload really slowly because you're reloading 2 guns at once, but however, I have my little helper guy here who can help me out. Help me take those guys out. Helps me actually. There you go. Now, you know, this is Doom AI, so these guys aren't necessarily smart. But let's go ahead and pick up an assault rifle. You'll notice this, if you know your Doom stuff, this used to be a rocket launcher, it is now an assault rifle. You'll also maybe notice, if you know your guns, that there's a grenade launcher underneath this assault rifle, which, if you do have grenades, you can in fact load into the assault rifle and in fact blow people up. There we go. Now we have a shotgun as well. So, unfortunately, we cannot carry this guy over to our next level, but so he'll just be hanging out here for the remainder of eternity. He seems like he wants to come with us, but he cannot join us, unfortunately. Now instead we have a different guy. This guy's blue and he has dual pistols, which is kind of nice. Oh yeah, speaking of dual pistols, the alternate fire for this, you either fire them like that or fire them both at the same time, which is kind of cool. So let's keep going here. See if we can get this guy to help us out a little bit. Get in there. That's right, get in there. There's more bad guys over here. Thank God I had armor there for a second. Thank you. Now, you'll notice I have 2 shotguns, actually. I have this shotgun, and... oh, and by the way, you don't want to get in these guys' bad side, and I'll show you why. Well, if I can actually piss them off. Well, sometimes if you shoot these guys, they actually will try to kill you. So, try not to do too much friendly fire towards them, or they'll eventually turn on you. So, you gotta be careful with that. Anyway, so we have 2 shotguns so far. We have this one, this combat shotgun as they call it. I think it shoots a few more pellets than the other one, or shot, as we say. But it takes a much longer time to reload. You'll also notice that although I only fired a couple rounds there, it always reloads 8 shells. That's just kind of how the animation works. The other one, the one I picked up off the zombie, it fires a little bit faster. It only has 6 rounds though, and it reloads faster though. And I think the spread's a little bit tighter with this gun. And I don't think there's as much shot comes out of this one, but nevertheless, I mean, it's really just a matter of preference. I think both of them are pretty much the same, but nevertheless. So we're gonna have this guy go in here and take care of all these dudes. So while he's dealing with that, alright, and now we have our double-barreled shotgun. He's just going to town over there. Anyway, what you'll notice is, you know, in the original Doom 2, fire both barrels at once if you need to, or, in this game, you can fire them individually if you want, which is kind of cool. Anyway, so now we have like 3 shotguns, so fancy that. How's our guy doing? He's still doing good here. He just took out just about everybody around here, which is pretty nice. Oh, man, that was pretty bad.
Clear.
We did a pretty damn good job there, I would say.
Clear.
You got more people to kill?
In position.
He's definitely trying to kill something.
In position. Clear.
Well, anyway, while he's so excited about trying to kill those guys, let's go ahead and get in here. And yeah, so there's also a double-barreled shotgun Marine that can help you out. There's also a female Space Marine that has a semi-automatic rifle, which I'll get to in just a second. I don't know if it's in this level, but I mean, and there's also, I think there's another one. I'm trying to remember. That guy was stuck in the wall. You also notice that occasionally when you blow up barrels, it leaves a little fire like that. Get in there, man. Now then. Let's go and drop some flares in here. Get in there. Get in there, buddy. Come on, you can go in there. Seems to be doing fairly well. He definitely cleared out that whole room for me. Those guys are definitely pretty useful, I must admit. Oh, I think he just killed himself by walking on fire. Good job. Oh man, did you see that? I had 100% health and oh man, they're just whooping my ass. Woo! That was close. Before I leave here, I think I'm gonna have to scrounge for some. Yeah, there we go. A little bit more. There we go. At least my nose is just bleeding. It's better than nothing. If I can find some more health, that'd be even better, but... No, there's a little bit. There's a little bit. Alright, that'll work. You'll notice that the lighting effects in this game just kind of bleed through the walls like this. Which is kind of unusual, but... That's kind of how it works. This is an old engine, you can't really blame it for that. Anyway, so let's go out and move to the next level. Do we have a helper this time? No helper this time, but let's go ahead and show off some of that silencing ability here. Check this out. So I can take out this guy. Whoa. Somehow he didn't react to getting shot. There we go. Oh. We did in fact trick him into killing his buddies, which was kind of nice. But let's just go ahead. Having body armor definitely helps against fighting these guys with bullets, because they are pretty nasty. And being able to fire each barrel individually is quite nice. And you, of course, can always just reload your shells as you want them. Now, another thing that how this game works is the ammo boxes on the ground. You don't use up all of them at once. See, there's still some shotgun shells in there. And again, now there's still some shotgun shells. There's still shotgun shells. And now we've emptied the box, so now it's going to fade away. As such, there you go. So that's one aspect. Oh, also, I don't know if you can hear that, but there's a fly floating around this body. A pixelated fly, but nevertheless a fly, which I think is pretty awesome. It's kind of like Quake 2. Alright, so another aspect of this game is they have chain gun zombies, but chain gun zombies also have a chance to become a variety of different kinds of zombies. Like, this is an assault rifle zombie. Now, they still have chain gun zombies, but chain gun zombies can also be chainsaw zombies, or they can be Uzi zombies, or they can be double-barreled shotgun zombies. In fact, over there was here's an assault rifle zombie. Down there to my right is there's our chain gun zombie. Oh, there's two of them. Oh crap. Oh. And they're pretty damn powerful, as you can see. Well, so yeah, there's a variety of different. Those are basically the only new enemies. Besides, there's some new lost souls that you come across every now and then. Let's go to map. Let's go to map. I like map 27. Let's go to map 27. And let's go ahead and give ourselves all the weapons. Let's see here. So we got our Uzi. It reloads pretty slowly, but it's fairly useful. It has a nice alternate fire. It just kind of fires in a little spread like that, which is kind of cool. What else? We got our dual Uzis, which has no alternate fire, but you don't really need it. It's pretty damn powerful. What else here? Oh yes, our grenade launcher. Pretty damn powerful. Bounces off walls too, which is pretty awesome. You'll also notice these. These are little, basically they're just like remote bombs, which is pretty awesome. Let's see if I can actually show these off. They're also proxy mines, so you have to be very careful around them. But they have a pretty huge blast radius, which I like quite a bit. I don't know if I got all of them that time. Now you'll notice, this is a pretty dark area, yeah? So, let's go ahead and light up a flare. Much easier to see now. Very nice, very nice. Oh, an alternate fire of this grenade launcher here that I was using earlier is it can launch gas grenades as such. It's kind of a weird look here. I'll make it look better. It actually, yeah, it's supposed to kind of flow out like that, see? Well, that stuff's very dangerous. You do not want to get too close to that or you will get pretty beat the fuck up. You also have hand grenades, which arguably is probably the most powerful weapon in the game. Let's go ahead and throw down some flares out here, too. Pretty much easier to see these dudes. Now I'm going to run like hell. Because this little flak stuff comes off of these grenades, and they're not very pleasant to deal with. But nevertheless, those grenades are just pretty awesome in general, so they're pretty fun to use. They just send flak flying everywhere, which is extremely painful. Now, in lieu of a BFG, when you find a BFG on the map, you actually get this, which is an upgraded shotgun, which actually shoots flak out of it, as you can see. And it bounces off of walls. This is the kind of stuff that comes out of grenades. And this stuff is pretty damn painful. An alternate fire for this. Excuse me. An alternate fire for this is lobbing, basically, it's kind of like an Unreal where you lob like one giant flak bomb at somebody. Just like that. So, it's pretty powerful. Definitely the most powerful weapon in the game, but... Oh, and now that we have grenades, see, we can actually use the grenade launcher of this thing, which is pretty damn useful as well. Here is the Semiautomatic Rifle. It's a pretty damn useful weapon as well. You can also use it to stab things, which is pretty awesome. What else do we got here? We got ourselves, here's our chain gun that we saw earlier before we got slaughtered. That's pretty damn fun to use. There's also some hidden weapons in this game. Now, how these, I mean, I actually don't really know how you can ever come across these things. And now, if you have a map editor and you're actually making a map with this mod in mind, then yes, you can totally put them in there. But occasionally you'll actually come across these weapons, and it's incredibly rare that it'll actually happen. So this is one of those weapons. One time when I was playing Doom 1, I actually found this on the ground. And it's basically just a revolver. It's pretty powerful. It only has 6 shots in it. I have rarely found this weapon right here. This is just it's a really random pistol. It's pretty fast, I'll admit that. And here's its alternate fire. It's kind of cool, I have to admit, but I mean, it's called the old school pistol, I believe, but... Yeah, I mean, I've rarely actually seen that, like, on the field, so to speak. So not only do we have chainsaws, but we also have these sentry turrets, which, let's see if I can actually show you how these things work. So here's our sentry turret, it's deploying, and it's active. Pretty damn useful, it just takes out everything. Try to protect it as much as we can. Pretty damn good job. Now, the nice thing about sentry turrets, if you have one of these remote bombs, if you hit 9 again, which is the remote bomb button, you can actually turn the sentry turret off, pick it back up, and deploy it elsewhere. Like, let's say we want to put it right here. I think it's a pretty useful little ability there. did not survive that very long. Don't want that guy messing with our shit. So yeah, I need to go back and find some health. Except I can't yet, because I need to hit that switch. You notice that shit's pretty damn powerful. There we go. Still can't go in there yet. Oh, man. Oh! I am lucky I survived that. That is still pretty damn powerful. Alright, now we can get the hell out of here. And I need some health as soon as possible. Now, the way you get these sentry turrets, by the way, oh, and there's some night vision, so at least we can see that, but here's how we get sentry turrets, is through these backpacks. Now, the alternate fire of using a sentry turret is putting out a spider mine, which I will show you in just a second here. Well, let's see. There's our spider mine. It walks around and shoots things. Fortunately, it's not very durable. Oh! That was pretty retarded of me. Nevertheless, let's just go ahead and keep on going there. Let's put a sentry right here. Pretty damn useful. I almost might think that, in some cases the sentry turret's a little more useful. The spider mine's really cool, I have to admit. And actually, you can sometimes use the spider mine to give yourself health. I'm gonna go ahead and put out one of these things. Alright, let's see if I can't handle this. Another thing to keep in mind about this mod is that there's destructible environments, like all these things hanging on the wall, ceiling, whatever you want to call it. You can actually blow them up. I gotta sit here and reload for a second, but anyway, so like this body, you can blow up all these little bodies here. So it just kind of makes it a little interesting that there's actually a destructible environment, which I think is good. Oh man. So here's one of our other new enemies. These lost souls here. Just turn themselves invisible. Now, of course, the other downside of having these bodies being able to be destroyed is you might just flat out miss people. They are nasty little assholes. See, the problem with these new lost souls is they turn themselves invisible like that, you see. So you might not even know where they are until much later. God, these guys are monsters. There we go. Phew. Okay. Anyway. I think that's pretty much all the weapons as far as that's concerned. So yeah, that's pretty much all the weapons. Another aspect of this game is Deathmatch, actually. Deathmatch is actually quite a bit of fun. Let's see, yeah, that's a pretty good Deathmatch map, if I remember correctly. Let's do, yep, no monsters, and here we go. Alright. Immoral Conduct Deathmatch. Some really bad bots. Just go ahead and activate all those. Deathmatch is actually pretty awesome. I'm surprised that guy didn't touch that bomb yet. Oh crap, we guys are great. Whew. Go ahead and take that. Let's drop a grenade in there and get the hell out. Yeah, I mean, in all honesty though, I'm not quite sure how to get an actual real deathmatch going with actual people. I'm sure you can figure that stuff out on that would be probably more on the Edge website. But yes, we can use sentry turrets in deathmatch, which is pretty awesome. Unfortunately, getting kills with the sentry turret does not give you kills in the actual deathmatch setting, which is unfortunate because it's pretty fun to use these damn things. In fact, for some reason in deathmatch though, you cannot get your sentry turrets back, which I suppose is maybe fair, but it certainly would be cool if you could actually get your sentry turrets back. Of course, sentry turrets are not that difficult to kill, so. Whoa! I saw that bomb at the last second. Oh man. I'm just getting rocked. Somehow this guy's dropping multiple sentry turrets. How the hell is that possible? Crazy bots with their... God. There's my sentry turret, please. I've yet to kill somebody with this, though. By stabbing them. Range, it seems like. Yeah, so many sentry turrets. There we go. Now, Berserker packs work pretty much the way you'd expect. It's not quite insta-give, but using a knife in general is just not... overall, the bots are not that smart, but when you're caught reloading, it's definitely a little difficult. I have 1% health. There we go. Gotta go out in the blaze of glory. There's a grenade launcher around here somewhere, and I really want to get my hands on it. Gotta watch out. These guys are like dropping. Oh, well, it had to happen eventually. Good luck. Some guy just really loves sentry turrets, apparently. Pistol's not that great. Somebody has the grenade launcher, I just don't know where it is. Oh, that was really bad. There we go. Oh. So there you have it. That's Deathmatch in a nutshell. Yeah, if there's any way, I mean, I don't know, I'm sure you could do LAN games with this, because, you know, that's kind of how this works, but, yeah, so it'd be pretty cool to try to do a LAN game with this sort of mod, but, so there you have it, Immoral Conduct for Doom 2. I will put all the links that you need in the description below to get this game. Of course, obviously, you need a copy of Doom or Doom 2 in order to play this. If you do not have a copy of that game, I do know it's on Steam, and I'm pretty sure it's only $5 or so maybe cheaper than that, I'm not sure. But it's definitely on Steam, so you definitely can get access to it. All you really need to play the mod is the Doom or Doom 2 iwad, which the file is just literally called doom.wad or doom2.wad. So that's really all you need to play this mod, and then just go to the website that I'll put in the description below, and you'll find all the instructions you need to get this game going. So there you have it, Immoral Conduct, my favorite mod for Doom. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to subscribe or like it. Please leave comments if you want. And yeah, there you go. Well, I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much. Once again, this is John, and yeah.